Hey everyone, now before you say anything else, I know the symbol may look a little different, but it is similar. And I would say it's more similar to this one, the Overlord Symbol. I basically see it as his symbol because I think that's the only character that we've really ever seen it on, besides Ash, who recently wore the one that's on the Golden Master version of the Overlord. So if you see the Golden Master version, it looks a little different, at least from what we could see in Lloyd's here, and it's still got the swirl looking thing on it. But it looks very similar to that symbol right there that was on the Garmatron, and now it is on Evil Possessed Lloyd. Now, I don't know what this can mean. I don't know if it'll mean anything. I mean, I've just made a video on, like, a few videos recently on the Overlord, and I didn't even expect to make this because I didn't even really realize it. It looks like it could be quite similar to this symbol, but yet again, it could be something totally different. Now, if you look at the symbol right here on the Garmatron, it looks very much more similar to that one than the one on the Golden Master. But I mean, it is basically the same sort of symbol. You know, it's got the swirl looking thing and all of that. The Overlord has always had that symbol. Now, I don't know what this means, though. Maybe they altered the symbol a little bit for the Golden Master on the figure. But what about it now? Because it looks very similar to the one on the Garmatron, except it's a little turned. So if it's on the Evil Lloyd there, it's turned a little bit only. It's barely. So you can see it's turned. And, I'm just curious, would this have anything to do with the Overlord? Maybe Moro watched the Overlord, and maybe the Moro is trying to do, well, obviously he's trying to do what the Overlord couldn't, take over Ninjago. But I mean, did he watch the Overlord? I mean, did he, like, I know it sounds kind of excessive, but did he, like, worship him or something? Or did he watch his moves and what he actually did? And does he actually, like, see the Overlord as one that he, like, that's like, you know, he looks up and sees what the Overlord does, and maybe he wants to sort of be like the Overlord, maybe because he thinks the Overlord was awesome. This is all a complete thought of mine, so it's not true or anything yet, but this is all based off the symbol, basically. I'm just making this up right now. But could Moro have something to do with the Overlord? Could Moro, I don't know. I mean, it can mean lots of different things. Like if the Overlord is helping Moro, maybe the Overlord can no longer do his job of trying to take over Ninjago, so now he's just helping Moro. So Moro is mainly the bad guy, but maybe the Overlord is kind of sitting in the shadows and sort of leading it, even though he can no longer actually fulfill and rule anymore. Because I do not, again, I said it in lots of my videos, I do not see the Overlord actually coming back to actually be strong again and attack. But this is all a theory, basically, because none of this is true that I'm talking about right now. Like all the stuff I'm coming up with. But what if, like, he's sitting back and not doing much, but he's still trying to get involved in taking over Ninjago? Now, this symbol can literally mean nothing too, and it could just be on the character, which I'm actually thinking it probably is, because it was on Ash, and that didn't mean anything. It was the same exact Golden Master symbol, or the Overlord was on Ash, and Ash is a good guy, and nothing really happened with that. So, it could mean nothing about the Overlord, or it could. Now, again, it matches this one more. And I'm just here to let you guys know about this. Again, if you actually want the Overlord, if you actually want to see the Overlord again, I wouldn't get your hopes up too high. I want to see the Overlord come back too. He's an awesome character, but I honestly do not see very high hopes with this, but it is something. It is something. And, yeah, it does look very similar to the symbol. especially the one on the Garmatron. Now you may say it's a different symbol. It could be, but it does look very similar to the Overlords. And as you can see there, the Gold Master one was turned a little bit compared to the one on Garmatron too. So the Overlord symbol seems to alter a little bit, but it's also it's keeping the swirl sort of thing. So I'm just thinking, is the Overlord involved in any of this? I mean, even if it's the slightest little thing, is he involved somehow? Even if he's not, like, technically there and doing stuff, is he involved in it somehow? Like, is an inspiration tomorrow? Or, I mean, is the Overlord like an inspiration or something like that? You know, just anything. Is the Overlord involved? And in any way? Because this symbol keeps popping up, and sometimes symbols matter in this show. Like on Nia or the ninja, the symbols do actually represent their elements or their, yeah, or which ninja they are or whatever like that. And Nia's like symbol as well, so that obviously represents, and you know it's Nia. And when you see this swirl symbol, most of us think the Overlord. At least I do. I know others do too. But, I mean, symbols do mean, sometimes they do mean quite a bit in this show. And there's been symbols all over Ninjago. They've done symbol stuff all over. Like, on basically almost all of their suits, they've had symbols on them. Especially the new Air Jitsu figures coming. Those have symbols right on their body printing on the front and back. So they do a lot of stuff with the symbols on this show. So does this mean anything? I don't know. The only time it really didn't matter with symbols is when Ash wore the Overlord symbol. That didn't mean anything. It really honestly didn't. Because Ash just was a good guy, you know. He was just one of the elemental masters. So we don't really know why he was ended up wearing that. But I'm more interested in this one because Lloyd is possessed and he is evil here. So, and the Overlord was obviously evil. So that's why I'm more curious about this one. Again, it's not more similar to the Golden Master one, but it is more similar to the Garmatron one. And the Garmatron one was like his symbol for the season 2 in 2012, or at the end, near the end of 2012. So, yeah, what do you think? And I honestly, I could easily see the Overlord coming back more with just being like a lower sort of character, you know, not like a major character anymore, but something. Maybe if he's just an inspiration, he's only just mentioned. I mean, that's even something. But altogether, what do you think about this? And yeah, and do you think that's going to mean anything? I don't know. The Cursed Realm seems like it's going to be a very odd place, so you never know what this place will bring. You never know what this season will bring. Ninjago has its twists all the time. And again, everything I just said in this video is mainly all of my theories and thoughts. So do not actually think that I said anything that's actually true really, besides, I mean, most of it that I thought of actually coming was my thoughts. So what do you think? Do you think this will mean, this symbol on Evil Lloyd will mean anything? And do you think it's actually an Overlord symbol or not? Because I think it most likely is, because of the Garmatron one more, and it's like a swirl again. And I think it's just like another version sort of it. And do you think it will mean anything? And or do you think it's just going to be on the figure? So what do you think? What do you think about this find of the symbol on the evil possessed Lloyd character figure?